ewo oman Ghana mu me din biem eye wo de hye ba Richard ata boy me ba ma we dwani watena so me dan na di a kye na afei de dwumadi no enso atimi ahyehye so me twa me ho aba tia me ba enkomo no ebeto aso Mame na wase ensan emu akwaba so onya abotre etwen me ema me twa me ho ebaaye ubetimi akan ho e wo Facebook eni YouTube edin no eye Premium TV Ghana like for adwenche no to ase nkoma hodo aye bedi ne hayi ubetimi no adwenche na to ase owia no wahye na foforo enso etimi adwumadi bi enso etimi ahwemidin bi eye wode hye ba Richard ata boy bi ne nei no na na ye bo a abe kamensa yesi nkonwa nsema hodo a etwagu omamu no ye bedi ho enko ye kwa homa no so ne ani animdifo ne mpanimfo so etimi atwetwe enkomo afa nsema hodo a eno nso esisi ewo oman Ghana mu Francis Ejey enche no so eba be kan nsa wodwere na afi nko twetwe no enso etimi ahyase ne ye firase no enanu memene da na NDC amonyoku no enso etimi ye nsentwefo nhyiamu a omo echese kamya kwese na naro danko akufu ado no die nka omo no omo mmu ni se oyomampani na emum no wo ye watchman wo Flagstaff House wo nti no se ye ne se oyomampani dia ne Ghana ha no kuma bi na odi omso na emum omo NDC for they don't regard akufu ado as president of this nation sansan trofo nhyia mu course yi ensem wasi edu nkatia de to edwa wodwumedi na si ebina obehwe yenko yemra sisi
se oba be say Ghana democracy ye wo eho asotwe wo ho a esese ye de twem na we nyina yekoso no ase ye kekamfu a ekekama adampan na ye yi speaker ne a form parliament ama Nana Akufo-Addo akosai akire parliament no enti ye wie no okosai kire parliament no fa NDC MPs yansi ho ifri say ye gina ye nanso say abato no a ekoso 7th December no na mu na ho na niema na ye ka ho asem say esisi ya na eye binom tribunal no eno na Nyankopon aboa ma wo mo ankasa bepa wo mo ho ntoma eno nti no kosi se ye behwehwe saa niema mu akosi efritre akosi to otwan na obia hunu se abato no bibibia eto chima wo mu bia no yakura no ana ye free ho no yen NDC fo ne akitafo nyina se Nana Akufo-Addo ye mu no se oye president ya oman Ghana ato abayi no enti so obey president ya obey president on half of the country NDC fo nka ho enunti owo Flagstaff House ho a ochimai na odi no ho ohwe akire mai ne enkope president da president papa beba no ye no be ye adwuma ye da mu nyina ase nyame enhyira eman se oba be say Ghana democracy ye wo eho asotwe wo ho a esese ye de twem na we nyina yekoso no ase ye kekamfu a ekekama adampan na ye yi speaker ne a form parliament ama Nana Akufo-Addo akosai akire parliament enti ye wie no okosai kire parliament no fa NDC MPs yansi ho ɛfiri sɛ yɛgyina yɛn nan so sɛ abatoɔ no a ɛkɔɔ so 7 December no na emu nna hɔ na nneɛma a ne yɛka ho asɛm sɛ esisi ya na ɛyɛ binom tribunal no ɛno na Nyankopɔn aboa ma wɔn ankasa bɛpa wɔn ho ntoma ɛno nti no kɔsi sɛ yɛbɛhwehwɛ saa nneɛma mu akɔsi ɛfiri tire akɔsi toɔ twan na obiara hunu sɛ abatoɔ no biribiara a ɛto kyema wɔ mu biara no yɛakorakora no anaa yɛyi afiri hɔ no yɛn NDC-foɔ ne akyitaafoɔ nyinaa sɛ Nana Akufo-Addo yɛmu no sɛ ɔyɛ president a ɔman Ghana ato abaa yi no enti sɛ ɔbɛyɛ president a ɔbɛyɛ president
Johnson esiedu enketia dodo na abɔ na mrane sɛ General Mosquito no ɛna yɛ twɛtwɛfoɔ pani edema NDC amanyuku no ɛna wɔde atu dwase nya ade sɛ na Nana Akufo-Addo ɔmo regarded as president of this nation na emum no wɔyɛ president for half of this nation sa ɛna NDC for kan tinsɛm yi yɛbɛkɔ ahona so na afie ne MPP for mpanifo bi akɔtwetwe nkɔmɔ sa sɛm yi NDC for kan sɛn ɛna ɔmo ehu nifa fei NDC for the day bɛtwetwe nkɔmɔ na ɔmo so asɛm ɔmo ka no nyina so ne sɛn di ɛkɔ na ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo kyerɛ isa sɛ nipa no yɛnya asoɛ ne in awi nti ade nti na ɛwɔ sɛ mo ka sɛ ɔyɛ president of half of this nation ti yɛnya ɔmo bia yɛne ɔmo bɛtwetwe nkɔmɔ na afie hu sɛ de nsɛm no ankasa esifa etie yewura nana yeboa eka me ho ewo dwumadie so ene yesi nkonwa a yede dwumadie yi eba makwa mu ene anopa medie na boy se nwini nti me fe na recross ohu na wasa recross pa ohu nkwa mi bi ne beka kyerew nana good morning
Richard morning
bibia boko die
of course by the grace
afisia panso
afin come to your office say na ya da so ayeti nkwam
mi share dwumadie so da
no correct
na nkwa na mehia wo
sir
recross no so de abode say de wo say recross pa the NDC for kani wo mo kire say ya de say omo kire they would not regard Akufo-Addo as president of this nation meanwhile no so ya sue ni ina was shy waswaf na mo shy chief justice did that sakura sampa on na ye Ghana mampani NDC for say sansem yi de omo de omo nyintumu ne enyi ntumu kina kuti se court no bebua se petition omo de court no yehunu se na Nado president sansem yi wa adwen che na on NDC for ya adwen
first of all let me extend
ya no ma ne so kakra man why
my greetings to our Facebook viewers are almost share
yeah
and then to everybody listening across the world to NDC as a political party saying that they don't regard president as the president of the nation. I think they are right in a way as a political party, coming in from the angle of a political party in the sense that after the election, we think there was one misunderstanding, among the political parties. And so they took a step to court, court to more seminal, and then to give out a final verdict as to say
first the agitations in
here right and later on I think consultation by and I'm decided that then they will go to court. The case is still at our court. They are yet to start proceedings, and as a political party normally case our court want to mean Jinaso and Kase Akufo-Addo is the president whilst the case is at court. Let's take it for example, say when you be tenancy issue. Now there are some na court. To me in Kase nipa no still on the only building no till say court I give you final verdict. It's okay or no na was okoso and as a wona okoso. Say Kase if the verdict comes out na Akufo-Addo then NDC also goes in for Akufo-Addo as their president. But one thing I disregard, is the fact that the MPs were not present at the inauguration.
Yeah.
For that, I think, I find it uncalled for because once you are elected as an MP, you are no more for your party, even though you serve half of your party, but
you serve on the ticket of the party.
Yes, you serve on the ticket of the party, but you are for the people.
Yeah.
You get me? And so you go in for what is in for the nation, not for your political party. Therefore, when it comes to say there's going to be inauguration, say yeah the omampeni besiswa, I think say all the MPs must be present. What you say? I will say they all need to be present. Said the Beya inauguration will be to me because at the end of the day
they are going to work with the president.
Exactly. At the end of the day, they are working with the president, and at the end of the day, they are working for the nation. And so, if your political party disagrees, you leave that one to your political party. Let them go on with their court proceedings. You serve the nation. When it comes that your political party wins, it's a plus to you. When it comes that, okay, the opposition party still rules, then you work as a nation. But where you ignore the inauguration, thinking that you proceed, and then note it is that the parliamentarians, there's no case for them. It is for presidential. There's no case for parliamentarians. So you have no purpose saying that you wouldn't come to the inauguration. If you have problem with the election, then you shouldn't have come at the first place to be inaugurated as you, the parliamentarian.
Yeah.
But once you've been there, yaji watun say, wona wo then you know that you serve the nation, not your party. And so for me, as to say NDC echo court there now they are right as a political party. But to the MPs, I mean, I totally disagree with them. I totally disagree with say Ombeka say one inauguration. And it's very bad, very, very bad for our nation. Because we also saw what happened right from inauguration, Omobeto Aba elected the Speaker of Parliament. We also saw what happened there, which was very, very bad. You get me? And for you people to boycott the inauguration again, then I say more intention be and our mindset be, which it is not for you, but you are serving on the ticket of the nation, and so you work as a nation. You get me?
Yeah.
And so for me personally, I think it's very bad for the parliamentarians not going for the inauguration. But all the same, I think everything went on well, and then we have a president. At the end of the day, we are still waiting for the final verdict from the Supreme Court. Whatever comes out.
Sitting will start on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sitting will start on Thursday.
So
we are
once.
All hoping and pray. But one thing I mentioned, me how they say, I think yesterday one of the papers, my case petition of president. It was the last better time I case petition of president here. Mistake room. By Mr. Biniman and my nyagene. And no ma confirm say mistake. Petition is almost Supreme Court and on my do you think that thing possible there?
I mean,
because legal thing no more yes,
yes, sir.
The other never ban say emrenim for my being say na better na feel later no. And I know
let me start it from this angle. From the onset, I felt like NDC was in a haste in their dealing. My reason being that I think say from the onset, misunderstanding what they said was that omuna win, but we are ama MPP.
Yeah.
And no ni asema na edom awomoka. Then later on, it came that okay, obia enya 50 plus 1 na emmanuel president, see where we need. You come back to say so obia enya 50 plus 1 emmanuel president. Eti AHENKORA. It tells me at the first place, is it your calculation that is not right, or is it you want to tell Ghanaians something? You want to, I say, you throw that.
Instead of so, because electoral commission then conduct election between him and Akufo-Addo.
Yes.
Was it between him and electoral commission? So I think there was a mistake in the one. And last time, better now, so make cancel petition a mistake.
And electoral commission is not a political party. Albeka say, contest the election between on Umumi.
But this time, we had CI, I think 125 now. We had 2016, the normal amended now. Nanka, we were 2012. Oh, Kokota, you present the political party, not the
electoral,
the aspirant.
Yeah.
But Oma amended sa law no much as see. I know the Nipa ne Kokota. I was say Nipa no stand there, but not the political party. Until now, we have petition. You know, NDC when they file it. former President Mahama himself.
Okay.
Into what the Kufuor and court. This time around, it's not a party.
So
it will be 2012. It was MPP legal team where Kufuor where Baumia and the Gini Diba. But this time around, it's only a Kufuor and former President John Dramani because that act has been amended. That's CI 125.
But Richard, whether it's Mahama and then Akufo-Addo, at the end of the day, they serve on the ticket of political parties.
Yeah.
And so, whatever be the case, it's political parties that are going to be worked on, or because you could see, say, their legal teams or are from the political party.
Yeah.
And THL say parties na ekwakoye sa ejuma no. For you to go and then make mistake, I mean, I don't understand, because political party answer na legal team ebe take proceedings. It means more having meeting for couple of days. I go through my investigation. I'm a BBR. It's onset, and I mean, I know for sure that their communication director is part of their yes, part of their legal team.
Yeah.
I mean, these are people that started everything with the party, right from campaign, Saadi by election.
So
this
what they
and I said, oh,
maybe it might be typographical error. How would you know?
Well, you type it, then the team go through again. Presentation, no, man go through again. We are bound to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know that what you are presenting, it's for you, for the political party, and then a nation as a whole, because you are thinking, say, o minor to Obama no be the kweti kwanyafa. And until you're going to court so that you can have it back again. So whatever you do, you need to get it at the back of your mind that it is you, political party, and then the nation as well.
Oh, okay.
You understand me? And when you go and then you make mistakes, it tells me that even you as an individual, as the presidential candidate, and the political party, I see you, the party, not to be serious.
Oh, okay.
I see you not to be serious, because
we are speaking as a Ghanaian.
Yes.
All right.
Because similar.
Abra NDC, John Dramani, my former president, presenting the petition. There was a whole lot of organization and individuals now more said this issue no create nkusiaga ema na no enye kwa don ko kasa wa ha wo che say ono kra do ko se ka court no kra montumu na Mahama so dey buy no fa so bi ani so. And I think the any director of election for LPG Kufia Palupat no so kasa no so e che say nkusiaga afi Kufuor na kasa president no say ensem a Mahama de court no sabi yo ya hudu ada sem because we can say frivolous enti be ya ka court no and disregard. Do you think, say, as a sitting president, you know, no better say me?
Well, who the kind can say Mahama filing petition, no,
yeah,
or filing between Oni Akufo-Addo,
yeah,
and it definitely Akufo-Addo has a say in it, and so filing petition, I had the bremi na my check on the cases are yes,
yeah,
and so cases no me share. Now me, I have response to it. I know that I say, we say abandon me 3. Now me koshe you know, me I mean him say me 5. Now who do you make koko say me 3? I mean I see it not to be important because I mean him say me 5 at the end of the day. You get me? And to the president, he knows that of course petitioner they are brand new I mean it's not important. And near ebe kan bia no or no he knows that here, but at the end of the day, a petition, you need to serve the court.
Yeah.
Who representing also that is why I'm also a fan in legal team. I'm also working on that. But to other people saying they don't come LPG because it wouldn't stand. I mean, they were all presidential candidates.
Yeah, because
so,
almost with some about to be my
exactly.
It is if there was any what I would say kululu be and almost be kasa. The ones on my dear to me almost per se Mahama
Jitum said yes, it was free and
because
fair.
we were all part of the
exactly
contestants. And why would you say that was their stand?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I think for them saying say we didn't stand, you know, they have the right because at the end of the day they also have their sources. They had their coalition rooms and
because last year LPG man or sick coalition room or they were there or more hobby. It's adding na ya wie bibia na mo be ka say yeah.
But for me personally, well, as I sit now, I think it's not important to file a petition.
So do you see it as a waste of time?
I tell you, it's a waste of time.
By 2012, MPP did the same.
Trust me, we are here. I am saying it live on this TV that after 3 months, they will declare Akufo-Addo as president.
It's not even up to 3 months. They say they use 42 days.
So you see,
I think
it's a 1 month, about 2 weeks. Yes. Yeah. And so within this month, trust me, they will still declare Akufo-Addo as president. I'm saying it live here. And so I see it to be, waste of time. Let's look out for the way forward for developmental projects for the nation, and then we move on.
Enti nana ye bo a na ba we say me friend Red Cross and who say what say what do I can see say after the court judgment na Akufo-Addo will still be the president of this nation. And so me for adwen for Facebook e di no Premium TV Ghana na bra na yen so yen ken kan na so show yi onso beka esan say na muni ho a yen so ya na nti say the wadwen kire obi afafa Facebook e di no Premium TV Ghana we a share na foforo nso enya dwumede bi enhwe ye hwe ni musi benya MPP na NDC mpanifo bi na matwetwe nkomo afa ye press conference na no NDC for mi twa ho tiawa aba me ba enkomo twetwe no ebeto aso me so se me nko ba bia.
Edwedie hunsem de uba hunsem Brandon Brenton dia de ba ko pe na mekanfo ede ema wo Brands Aid Limited nkuana obetime ne omede dwuma bi te say taxi top advertising, brand activations, billboard fabrications, general printing, outdoor advertising any afofro bebre omobo eso eda fom say boko obehu ometira kwan ewo Kwashiman Presbyterian Church no do ni show sani faso pepepe kubetimi afro omoso ewo 0546944411 0546944411 ana obetimi asra omo ewo mabel time fide eso www.brandsagh.com. Brands Aid ana your original branding ventures.
Eden komo yi eblem na no pe na me di catch them say Francis Ejay enche ono so ba be kan yensa e wodu edi so e ade se ba kan yensa ne no ja wa ben amanyosimu yi pa oni recross o ma benti ne ne de ampaya ibedwa ewo efie hanom e ma ore mfi se obeko Facebook na watimi akọ like page no share na fefu adwenche so to ase ne ja yenso yembede ma na bibia enso entimi enye kama na enye kama enso ewo eho enum na enkomo ani ye di ansa na ye twa eho aba no ye petition John Dramani Mahama former president e de koda Akufo-Addo e de koda Supreme Court a wo che say abana kware nke be ya nka ye nkora na ofo ne ade no Akufo-Addo so na ne hwemu ha no so ne space ketwa na sa no ene ne lawyers hwemu ha no mo se ensem no kra de yahudu adasem kosi we be ka say frivolous ehia bia say de be ka court no kra more asem no entu emu ebehwe na afia he isi so anu yi omo so ede masa asemi se Akufo-Addo ahwe mo no de news is ma bai aka electoral commission so omo so sen isa se electoral commission ɛna afei so enti yɛ nkwa hono so na afei yɛ ne yɛwura agye ne mboate ɔno ɛyɛ former youth organizer de ma MPP wanyoku ne wasantema mu na yɛnkodi saa enkomo yi emra yɛwura agye me woteme nka na no pɛ ya me mo ache mo akwa Badeba Premium TV so. Hello.
Hello.
Me pacha woteme nka no pɛ ya mo akwa Badeba Premium TV so. Bibi aboko de. Afisia panso afi wotini ye pa ye da nyankopon ase na no me ndai na ndisi amonyoku ye nsentwefo nhia mu mo kire se na na dodan kwa akufu da ya ebe ya nka Ghana for crowd the ndisi for kire se ni kwan se omuhunu se oye president of this nation na emum no Flagstaff House na ya de se oye watchman ewo ho wakoye MPP ni sa nsem yi mu yi ano sen. Hello. Ora Janim. Hello, Mr. Janim. Me say ye nhoma no ha ye kakra. Producer mo hwa na mo connect no ma na afi ye ntim no nwetwe nkomo na afi ye hu se de eniema enso esifa ekọ ewo ho. Enti ye saka no a ye be san na hwetwe nkomo afa ensema hodo eno so etwabu ewo oman Ghana. Francis.
Yeah.
Bibi aboko de.
Everything is fine.
Want to me do anthem.
It's traffic. Yes, I was stuck in the traffic. That's why I couldn't make it.
Accra, the Ubia, lady, where the traffic is there.
That is the point.
Also, West excuses.
You could see that Ghana, we are well congested.
Yeah.
Okay, in our so the traffic will be.
Hello, Ora, what do you mean? Can you pa? Hello. But I feel not to can you pa. Where the nan when this is central for she mom we are much say Rana Adodanko Kufuadwa ya sworn in as president no. Omo kire say my muni say or your president name mum no Flagstaff House no watchman be keke na oye ho na omampani papa na nkasa ebeba. Sa asem you MPP for mo je ne sen mu yi ano sen. Omoja uso pa
na entamu we no nya entamu a the what is so in the process of the interview on my year on that you for I am not getting there already on my phone idea or that or dinner.
Me pacho mitie oye pa. Me pacho mitie oye pa.
Na mo ye kotu aba. Ema yura akufadu. Odi mbugo ye talk to you do so. Ana mebwa.
No cre. Yeah. Sa pepepe.
Hello.
Sa pepepe.
Ana etapi yense na de pokot. Etapi di muno obia ni tefumi. Mungu ndia poso awu Supreme Court law. Mungu na wani temi. Eko the last minister and someone that ye did abutume ba se do adino. Ye did less than 10 minutes if we are and some another one. And not one plan and make before plan that you get a no almost to continue almost that. Go and somewhere did better consume and see you know 5 minutes or less it will get here and you're doing the now. Even as much as I disagree with the judgment, I accept. And I think I'm here.
Sa no kan me kai pa.
Even though what does that mean?
Entum. Asumbienti. Matias yepa. You are not lying. Correct. Metias yepa. Akam. Messi Akamu. Akam. Messi Akam. Mr. Boateng, what do you mean? Aha. I will have one idea. Sa. poni amana de ani a me pa cho mi tie o pa pa cho da bi
Private schools are what they are having going now. And what is part of the media who are identity and support you in the way. I must admit it. I know for hotels. Because hotels, the source of revenue now, and the visitors are every outside country, and it's few of us that what country you are ever. And I was talking about whether one else will COVID-19. Over 1 million votes are used back when you are 2015. People have at the time to my said, still now, whatever the case has been, why don't we want to papa you? Because in the midst of our difficulties, you're so free water for close to a year now. When you're free electricity or maybe pasture for close to about a year now. But let me tell you also, that in the whole wide world,
Close to a year how?
The most expensive commodity is water. It's water. Meaning that when we are called a good chairman, now on my media, sorry, I can say, today I'm giving free water for just even a day. It can't happen. It can't. So I am not surprised. Sarah Kufado has been assigned the best leader in the whole Africa. All Africa. And then West Africa, the whole Africa, the best leader. It comes to say, Opano, Ninamono, the young Ghana for Anya in Soya, I'm on Nigeria for the young fight. I could find the no, to from Harry May, that was okay.
me pa
And to appreciating what we have. They are minors, they want support. They I said, look at Yamo or the communist politics or Williams. I said, look at they are seeing to be a comedian in politics. In fact, I said, look at the other politics, no. Not because school, never were ethics.
Wow.
And I want to tell you, I said, look at that. He is listening. If anybody is listening, should be important first. We should grow up a little. You should grow. I said, look at that. Should grow up a little. And move away a little from where he is. And so, yeah, the political career, but I put it down there. Decade. What I did not take it. I'm not one of it. Yeah. I said, look at that. Cannot be a minister. Cannot be any other. Cannot perform in any other function than just to be a general secretary of an opposition party. Why did he remain there? Why is he remaining there? Nico School may want access, no. The way I see him behave is the same way as today, but now he is so unbehavable. He hasn't grown one bit. And the only experience is also one bit. Because the Kata, comedian Kata now, never comes to do now, Ghana for trade. You go use and quad, say the Lord, you go no use and quad, that Kata because the women who could not parliament. Your members of parliament, you are shipping them on the line. The only a leader or the only leader are the smart person. And Canada, let the empty before the flattery. And the second continue on essay. And now we are going to be alone. 2-3 things he did for sure parliament. Those are the things you should contest first before any other.
yeah
The misconduct of Asawati and Pimuta
I'm listening to you.
Now, another misconduct. I am Joseph Akando.
Kwamina mita Akando.
But for me, Joseph Akando, I don't before him because of where he comes from and where he came from. I was a member of parliament. And again, building your horizon, Akando ain't giving you one bit. And if you continue to have these people in parliament, what then do you expect? In as much as we have the word food, FOOL, we must have people to occupy that place.
All right.
People are there occupying those places in parliament. Just we say Oba and you now check Oba to a share kunya and man to see from. Excuse me, what was that? As a member of parliament,
Mr. Janim.
in parliament, excuse my language,
Mr. Janim, but what mean can?
but we have these stupid idiots in parliament, and so what do you expect? So what do you show of brand new? Now actually to ourselves, I'm a fan of two children. We don't talk about this nonsense, this nuisance, the shame, the disgrace.
Hello, Mr. Janim, but what mean can you pa?
He doesn't reason, so I don't report him. So I took president to his own party.
Hello, Mr. Boateng.
And actually in the president and the constitution of Ghana. And and so this one, a Puna Gahayano, a Punu Ghana, I'm telling you, and also, and the intimate draft show. Who put you any other countries are? Everybody get told to go at the airport because they don't want to be part of the national.
Hello, Mr. Boateng, but what mean can?
I comment for them at the head to go away and go and settle there.
Yo.
They can build their country in the sea. All the Bahama president. Why? When they hear so that I hear them about the Australian evil boy and boy. Why don't they go to Bollywood boy and go to president?
Mr. Boateng, but what mean can be? Because I'm busy with assembly.
And they all come here.
Hello.
That's what they say. Tell you. Tell you, we need to tell you not to start with good school. Let me get about the you need a mayor politics. No mayor politics. And you need a tour of my own possible. I'm a Nagana and I am happy. I am proud to call myself as part of the FPP TEMA. I'm a Ghana and my Apple free SHS. I am part of it. In 100 years to come, I will share that this, what does a education have to boast of? You should tell her. And so, you like a brother that you know. You're not able to grow up.
You right. Hello, Mr. Boateng, but what mean can? Yo. And you are Boateng, but what mean can? Dear colors AHENKORA here, no say who condemn NDC side no. Na dear colors here no so no. Say no so entwa you. Me what mean can? Me just dear colors here no so entwa you. Me say na wan ka ho no.
Dear man,
colors AHENKORA here, no so dear na be ka fa ho. Oh, no so cost na. Yes, and I'm making. Because
can never be the same. We are not the same. We are different people altogether with a different mindset altogether. Why the time we do and come away? I think that is here what you know. Let's put out there. We are very much serving. No, I cannot. No, I can't say the talk to me as that. Now I cannot. And now, what worry? We know you need to see. Now we don't go very much to say, well, I mean, do you have to throw me as that? Now we have them, we know you didn't let you all. Now, okay, we see a bonus to throw me as that. Now, on that one. Now, my also are not a jacket and cook over the at the air. Then my politics are back on the photo. Excuse me, we are much fear. Then my poor bears are no, we are much fear. But with the way emoji, make sure you know me and I can't with you.
Yo, alright, yeah, but that's it. I'm say your point has been made. Yeah, that's a pan what that you name ra. Unyama premium tea. Yo.
It's in reply to and I am glad to say it because it is something that really happened. I am patriotic and nobody of parliament.
You.
They behave themselves as members of parliament. They disgrace parliament, they disgrace themselves, and they disgrace their families and wherever they come from.
You. Any opinion? Yeah.
It looks like all we need to hear from the one I am. And I wonder how they manage themselves to get to that point. I think about how what do you have to look at? Like the cuckoo die, the cat to be that.
Yo. Where you me jaw mo akono petition Mahama de ko dan Supreme Court no. Me say Uri o ye be das wo mre ne daje wo nyama yen why opani. Yo. Mate. You nyame sen kan. You nyina aye das nyame kan ho bye bye. Yewura ageni mbuate wono na eye maburubu aboafo de ema MPP wonyoku no ewo Asante Mountain kwesi wuli beka se Asante Regional Youth Organizer ewo MPP wonyoku no na wote se wo kire se Carlos nya hwe NC de watimi akonde but Carlos de ende wankonde me wakoye MPP ni de sara wi akono amanyofo no enim se NDC no so na ba ya akono beka se muntaka anase dwonjina ponso anya hwe enim se homo de dwuma a omo edia na emom no see look at asem wo ka se we should regard Akufo as president ne de no de ono ya dwen ba biara enye ye afei ye kɔ Tema West na emaburu kuo bi omo so ho e kire se de ekɔba e o parliament ya dwonjina po enso eyeye no omo so e kire se won fa chew paso ko emre party no enti yensaka owura nana ya oba ye no be twe enkomo afasa asemi eho Francis una oba studio enche ya memo akwa baso nku bi na eje ni makasa bebre in 1 minute no dey na oba kafa ho na afi ye move on to the next topic.
For what he said now, in terms of his language, I would say there were some harsh keys in his language. Excuse me.
Let's say harsh utterances.
Yes, harsh utterances or harsh words in his words. Excuse my language, saying fools.
Yeah.
Okay, to a political party, which sounds not right. And the papa kind in some ways, no, I don't really agree with him.
It doesn't augur well.
It doesn't augur well. But with the Carlos AHENKORA and then Mutaka and
John Jinapo,
with the acts in the parliament that they just did.
That's a video no mo fan to so my wife.
They did. According to some parliamentarians that I've heard from our sister stations, they were trying to say even the election was not over, and this kind of things came in. So the counting were not over.
Yeah.
You understand? The counting of the Speaker of Parliament, Abang Bagwe, was not over, but they went on into consensus so that they could
consensus.
Yes, so that they could come into that kind of agreement and they will put in Ora Bagwe
as the speaker
of Parliament because of the swearing in So with this case, Carlos Ahenkora came out to say he's sorry for what he did.
Oh,
for
okay.
Snatching out the papers in parliament.
So he has apologized then.
He has apologized then.
Okay.
But this is the case, and normally basis for parliament or putting ballot boxes, picking up ballot papers and all kind of things. It doesn't order well in parliament. As he said, we elected them as responsible people to lead the legal
country
team or the legislation team to set laws for the country. You understand? And if you go and you also do the same thing, how will the constituency to act on your behalf? That means you are trying to portray that kind of act in the youth, that any time that we are having an election, we should try and take a ballot box, put the ballot ballot box stand, and then try to destroy the ballot papers also, which is not called for. So I'll urge all our parliamentarians to try to do a good thing, a good behavior this 2021, and then we will move on in line.
Okay. Now, but assemble akwasa ba okọ TEMA West it could be from the young patriots. Him say MP mo could dey youth no could more na patriots pe minim dey to person dey you see. Omo kire say the course of parliament no. Be yanka John Jinapo ade o ye no ko me render apology to the MPP any Ghana fo nyina. Abo Carlos Abaso uno omo nya because it seems that the Carlos here na dey aso mo condemn you, but the NDC for 1 year na mo so bo mo chi. We aso so dey say nka empanimfo se abai de botachi no eno e de boba na asa de omo de botachi eja ban uno omo nya adwene sa.
Me no omo nya adwene sa. I don't agree with them.
Okay.
You see, John Jinapo and Mutaka taking ballot box, and even if you watch the video, he put a ballot box and you could see that it was a fair battle within that. And they were even slapping Carlos Ahenkora for even snatching out the ballot papers from the EC official who was counting the number. It doesn't augur well. Okay, and I don't agree with the young patrons in TEMA that he should ask John Jinapo to come in to render apology to the party and then to the country as well. He is a parliamentarian, and if you look through the standing orders, the parliamentarians have right, to do or disagree certain issues that will not happen or that will not come around the parliament house.
Ma men form nsem bi omo kan ya men so no e me se me ne omo nya adwene e wa ha o ken kan krata omo de ba bonti na omo e kire say on behalf of the executive of Young Patriots for Victory, I president, that's I think that Nana Albano, issued this press statement to congratulate Honorable Carlos Kingsley Ahenkora, the member of parliament for TEMA West, for standing up for MPP and Ghanaians as a whole. Na Obahanso say when observers thought the drama has ended, John Jinapo shamefully came to kick the ballot box away and threw up his hands in the air, insulting MPP members of parliament. That was unacceptable and a disgrace to his family. We call upon him to come and apologize to Ghanaians. Yet, we want to thank MP for TEMA West, Carlos Kingsley Ahenkora, for saving the day for MPP party. We, the Young Patriots for Victory, are strongly behind you. We are dissatisfied with MPP members of parliament for not defending, listening to it very well, for not defending Honorable Carlos Kingsley Ahenkora and our dominant NPP. Therefore, we are giving them 2 weeks to come out and apologize to the grassroots.
Is it a warning?
I don't know.
Well, you see,
why in the first place, why would you congratulate your party member and then condemn the other? Because the minimum say and if you take it in the international perspective, the course of parliament a shameful thing. I don't buy a Koma Ghana for you, Carlos Ahenkora, a shameful to this nation. Say if parliament ya Ghana ya because maybe see that na mo ye niema say no instead some be condemning act you know they are trying to defend their party member and then attack the other opponent. Mesre say mo be nya na ba ma ma so na say de omo kasa no nchiremu no omo ankasa na ebenya firi omo sense mpanifo se adwuma eda na hweme eda na esefata owura na ankasa no ntino mo hwɛ ni mo se mbonya na hwan so na afi asɛm wa kyerɛ mu ya sense ye ntiase papa ma memra record so na ono nso die nkola yi kan UTE kan no we take ni say
first of all my main clear way fast forward honorable Boabin make a statement and say honorable Mr. Boabin Ajani Mboatin make a statement we say MPP Akufo-Addo aban ama free water for 1 year
so close to
I mean it's not true
mame nko ahwan so na afi me nko te saa enkomo we emfa emfi yenya yewura nana yaoban ono president for the young patriots or more chese yewura dwonyina pomira na afi o me render apology yewura ba wotimi kan na no pay ya me wache mu akwa ba de ba premium TV so
me so chia woni wetri fo nyina
bibi aboko de
wonya pa na mo so
nyankopo adma fisi apanso
afen ko be chia bi sese na bibi enko kan kama
bedasi de atie ne se na no krata mu de ba ye mu kire se donyina po emra me pa che but em se Carlos de ne de mo bo na baso asai mu emu nkire mu nse ankasa
ya da si papa wa kwenya mo de ama ye se ye cheche ye se de ye ka de se ena no ukwada ne ya wata mu kwasia eye donyina po ni NDC ama ni ko de bukana na se beja ena fe so Ghana mu ni na ibi kan ye kan ye ti o man yi kemu ena ye fe donyina po se omra me pa Ghana po ni na choro mpa ni constituency so echo e bi se ye to abante man se onko o man yi da shi be fi no onko semra ya nkasa onko to groups no to ensa ewo famemu na butu ballot box na fe on train park of parliament na on kasa be ni se fi engu approach for eso enye sa na e ka se onko ye to ababa ni so onko yo ya shi be fi eni ntino ka suban no da na die nyamo suban ni sebe akatabe nsem ni sebe ye ni ye na ye oga ne ye na chese ye bufuo ye wa koma no sa enye buti ye to abade ma ne ti ye express on pa Ghana for na choro on pa the constituency so echo e bi se good money ma se good bushwe ni ma se Ghana ni ma se no member se be down so ni ma se na ye ya kese pa and say omu secretary I friend Johnson say ni tetia no press conference oye didi some job factor ni no some press conference am I the job for some for the man to composition so they come machine so no obo say move the kasampa NDC na say the job for na mo obuchu ye na ye pa na wa mo go mo afa so na o share 7 obi o jina ho na obu ne mo ti sa pa ampa ajo won nye trust 7 ye e ya dia share pa papa me ma na o ja mo ki kan na o bo ma ba so e no asmo bra ye ka se o bo wi no mo ni pa o tu pa ka de ma wo mo e wo fi bi ni e bi ma ba so no John Dramani ma so e ku ponche in a training ko ene that fish no di ya bomu en mo ko party di ma wo mo so mo mra be be ni se o ma ko fu na se mi de fi o ma ko di atama di afoti fa de I will not say the future. My your woman be did. No, be or dear appeal and sandy tea or more can. Or one has on one sample, no matter about to say. No matter one sample. You see, your one year, you know, again, you are sending a year to start there. Oh, no more patch. Emma or my Ghana.
You, kasa no kyerɛ sɛ ɔkɔka nsɛm bi nsɛm fata kyerɛ polisifoɔ no nsɛm bi apɔte na ɔka yɛ
we are one say parliament or captain say or lose the job or can ye or lose the job or to one going ye no or room I push it for post for the come I don't have to keep your push for
any of you but in some as a man said auntie
I to talk to so I catch almost say or no so wajuma okay ni na sense bo ante wo
Actually dey me hu but west na dey me hwɛ video na man hyɛ da ante.
Oh sir. Me tell abisa me da ma be che but na ho ma be che ye. Enti no I am there me tell ye pa.
O dey ya mfa no nkonko ho ansa mo kyerɛ sɛ Carlos dey oyɛ ne dey. You guys are congratulating him said the way and why but we are here for na nyina mu no so kyerɛ sɛ afi mpanimfo ebere nso a kyerɛ sɛ ade a Carlos yɛ no wa anya de but mo dey mo kyerɛ sɛ mo bɔ na ba so na mo bu afu party mpanimfo sɛ mo ani fa ne Carlos but the Carlos yɛ so entwa yɛ wa na
When you Carlos or ye day. Mo ga se wa anya ade no. E na na no ma. Carlos who said there for so no. Say we are for sem. Ye ba me to aba. Na wa ko mutaka. O so fi asoase na asoase fo no. O se asoase fo no mo no. E ba me tutu asem a. O mo di no titi mo ma be yi. E ni ti no. Ono no che san ko fi asoase. No akota ba go. No wa to atene. Sa gensa. Abena wa woni se na se be da for mo to abade e ka se secret ballot we ba omo ni wo mo hwe ba omo we bu ni be gina wo hwe san pa ye koso omo ma mesi ni na to aba no omo to aba no ye ka secret ballot we ya abi no wo ko hwe box ni mu wo ko hwe box ni mu no na to aba na anya e ka se secret upie na sa wo de kira ada obi be gina so the san ko because one trauma we tabi na say omo to aba na say na omo practice wo eye na say be free sa na tie na omo to aba no ye no ye sa na so ase na say be gani akata fa ko sa to atene na wo say ya enti na say dey akoso wo na ka wo so mu say dey bi eye ade a eye legality na aba na ye aba no to akenka no bo kenka no ehenya mra pa so enti no pese ye san to fufu I don't know what's why I'm here. I'm going to force you. Just I've given the family, what this say who I am Russian big gun.
Hello. Mr. Ba. Mr. Ba. So what to make a okay, dear course from Rasabo Jamua, dear Jinapo, dear Muntaka, dear Quamnaminta, Eslam, we Nano. Yeah, classified in as a deal. In fact, it has been a shameful thing to this country. I will be a condemn. But Sakoban is more Cafabia, Jafabia, and no, Ghana for so Monty as you know.
There be a comforting jail from you. Yes, I didn't want to send you or more the other fire. Carlos say, I didn't know yet. Already know, say, book, and I said the journey move Basia. Never possible. And I said, Benjamin Basia. Na Ghana for the Gasa for any level. No one said that the Abano more to you know. And yeah, some so and intino SS not to Aban for.
But I think sir or yam Rasibedwen you would said yes standing what there's a canny you waiting your challenge parliament concerning this issue. The other thing also what them Russian in some no question paper. I'm quite no better me addressing this issue. Say declaration in balance or Montiasia, or bet me a file petition. I know dear.
Only the MPP, now see the phone no money, no motor, and I can't sorry say no. Only them when people who are going in I am sorry.
Video be a cover and which says the Carlos ye we say we share video now no or say chairman sabos who didn't come on and so free one or coach chin I don't know almost or say chairman sabos a car on quest starting what to be
video I'm so many price and fish video I'm so one here some kind but if I as a chairman so catch me pan or one is a home free in the because I can't also.
Yeah.
There's no way. Side MS supposed to catch a arrow so yes, because we can the wall can't say oh and one free one now. Nay, I can't let us know can't tell me say home free one say a beggar. Or should be an answer I can know able to be a coso. Sana a coso.
You, oh, Rabbi, but that's it. The point has been made. That's a power what that Jenny Unyama Premium TV near a California TV when you could punch out.
Yes, that's what I did. I'm coso. Money a story. I'm really sure.
Near yes, I'm not solid and swabber. Why? Ayo, near Yakopon Cow. Enti, we are Nanaya Obao, no, a president and the mother young patriots. And I watch say Jonjina Padio and Ukraine and Trey Omra Nafi Omepa Achew. And so Carlos the NDA. America say our political parties send this bar will be defending Nipa MPP Neso bar will be defending Pentini Ghana for it's up to you to jam. In fact, a tier for near 5 inch back will be feminine for Yem Tua Jumedi Way. Every Akwasi Asante Kisi Hollywood or say good morning Ghana. Good morning Premium TV. Yes, so yeah, Jos. We so every Duana board you no say or my chepa. Yes, yeah, my watching. Yeah, Jos. We so every Nana ya upon also say good morning Premium TV. I'm watching you live from USA. USA no can watch them. It's say in the United States of America and now the United States of Asamado. Into who can have what me actually am who baby a who kasef so yes sama you so ni pa yenso yetimi ehun ye gina nsemi so na ye twen ho ba ye ba another asem ho ene se sa Carlos asem ye si o parliament ya no caucus for democratic governance enso kire se be ya nka mrase beja ye hwehwemu fa semi ho na woni a omudifo no enra no ene wo mu ye twen ho ba ye ba ye betoa sa enkomotwetwen so menko ba bia
Abano edwedie ho nsɛm de wo ba ho nsɛm Brenton dia de ba ko pɛ na mekanfo ede ema wo Brands Aid Limited nkoana wobetimi ne omede dwuma bi te sɛ taxi top advertising, brand activations, billboard fabrications, general printing, outdoor advertising any afofro bebre omobo eso eda fom sei bɔkɔ wobehu omotira kwan ɛwɔ Kwashiman Presbyterian Church no wo de woni kyerɛ wo sani fa so pepepe wobetimi afra omoso ɛwɔ 0546 944 411 0546 944 411 ana obetimi asra omo ewo mabefo tentan fide eso www.brandsaidgh.com Brands Aid ana your original branding ventures. Edwedie ho nsɛm de wo ba ho nsɛm Brenton dia de ba ko pɛ na mekanfo ede ema wo Brands Aid Limited nkoana wobetimi ne omede dwuma bi te sɛ taxi top advertising, brand activations, billboard fabrications.
And yes, I'm more cover be mu na emfa emra morning express so Premium TV me din o de sheba Richard Ata Boaben me ne obedwa for Nana Yeboa Osan Area Cross and afi Francis Ejay Mr. Across obia wondi olitifia ha ene ne yesim konwa ache se ensema hodo ne ebubu hu ede mamu na ne mefu no twetwe nkomo ankasa matensem a omodi atoja because politics na de we all know say that political dynamics and chemists no emfiri oman mu esan se obi aba na different nipa ye behwe ni mu se munya boatin jan amame na ja ono nso ehu ono nso take e wase ono eye NDC ne ehu di ono nso kire ewo asemi hu na de ye duru so no eye owura EK he no eye executive director de ema caucus for democratic governance Ghana a omo kire se ensem ekọ so brase bedwamu yi ye mfa hwehwemu enhyehyɛ so na woni a sabi omo ho bo ase omo die niam a sabi ensem fata no they should face the full rigors of the law yen saka no a no ebetwe nkomo na afei ye hu se de ensem no omo nso esifa ka no potin efa mamenkɔ France so na afei ensem a betodwa yi Carlos ho ensem ya na igina yi nti wo hwɛ ensem a CDC fo nso de aba omo nso se yenye hwehwemu fa semi ho na afei no de mra na kire bia no ya yen fo mo famla kwa so say na nso ka fa semi ho.
Okay, I'll start by in Parliament we have marshals.
Oh, okay.
The marshals are the police that also keep law and order.
Yeah, they make sure say law and order is being maintained.
And we have
in the Parliament.
military also external of the parliament. If there is something and our troubles coming in, the military need to defend. Okay, so that our leaders will be well protected. So the marshals and the military parliament or the parliament military are around that parliament sector jurisdiction. Invading in parliament on the 7th January.
You mean the military?
Yes, the military and the police invading. One, it disregards the powers of legislation.
How?
Because they are the lawmakers. And if a lawmaker, someone troops into your house, a force, it tells you that your powers are diminished. Okay, and when a military comes into the law house, that means all the powers of the executive, and then the legislation, and then judiciary.
So are you trying to tell me, say, the security personnel should have stand aloof for what happened in parliament to go on?
That's why I'm saying we have marshal. The marshal protects the internal.
I mean, corner for me, Kotesa and Komowi, and free eho emra caucus for democratic governance. Ura, EK Hereford or no, and a quantity for penny or that, sir, and Mokuya, no watch. They say, the course or annual parliament, no, Yenfa and remove and share so. Yeah, hearing you say, yen submitting your canafi. You know, Edisa and Como, France, but over to us.
That's why I'm saying we have marshals. The marshals protect the internal body of parliament.
Okay, and within the coffers of the parliament. Okay.
And then we have military police or the parliament police around, which is the military who protect.
Mammy, Contessa and Como, we enfer in Fihomra. Ora, EK for what time in Canada, I'm watching more about premium TV. So.
Hello.
But what mean can?
It's not coming. The line is breaking.
Okay. What mean can you pay? I'm watching more about premium TV. So.
You wait for so.
It's here for so also edge would pa. And now no as some seem rasa with me. Monum so more than near the chair, much less a jamus no mudumedia mudemusha say. Attentre ne kami no ebetimi afa no ntoma pa afira a o man mu kire se de course yi ebe yanka mrase bedwa no enye mu hwehwemu na afi se de tie bia no omo hwe na adwobrew entimi emra sa asemi wa wo ka asemi emu nkyeremu ankasa ne sen
Yo medati na wasangisa
yo
only the offended in a true democracy, you have 3 arms of government. The 3 arms of government are the executive, the legislature, and then the judiciary. In this area, the next person is the Speaker of Parliament. These 3 arms of government are equally important. And it is clearly stated in the Constitution. And any attempt to bring armed soldiers into Parliament is a breach of the Constitution in the first place. Anna Sefia, Ibomu there, so when you coup, the coup makers take the place of the executives. And then the judiciary does its work. The only institution which is not allowed to work is the legislature. And so you see the importance of the legislature in these 3 arms of government.
Yeah.
And then to send soldiers into parliament, and don't forget the parliament has its own security setup.
Yeah, the marshals.
Soldiers into the parliament means a coup d'etat. It is the government, what do you call it, the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Interior, they are all these those in charge of the soldiers and then the police. Sending people into the legislature means it is the executive that has sent people into the legislature. The Constitution does not allow, which is wrong and which amounts to some form of a coup d'etat.
Hello, Mr. Hayford.
Yes.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
So if I can understand you well, you mean that the invading of these military men into parliament was from the approval from the executive, right?
I am not saying that it is from the executive. What I am saying is that the executive are in charge of the military and then the police.
Okay.
And so if these military and the police suddenly find their way into the parliament, then you must agree with me, we have to find out who sent them to parliament.
Oh, okay.
And that is the more reason why we are asking for a probe into an investigation into the invasion.
All right. I understand you now. So, yeah, you can continue.
Now the other issue is that I asked the question in the press release how the president himself would take it if the legislature, on the other hand, should send the military and police into the Flagstaff House. Because the legislature has no control over the army and the police. It is the executive. But if one day he gets up and he finds that armed people are invading the castle, how would he take it?
Oh, okay. Me say ya lusu owura hey for the kakra nsa kan bi mu a ye be sign na atwa enkomo twetwe no eso ti Francis said na wo kana na papa yi kan say
so as I was saying the setup of security is within the interior minister and then the defense minister,
as Mr. Hayford indicated.
Before I was coming to say this before you interjected our conversation. If a military intervenes in parliament, that means there will be a coup.
He said it too.
Yes.
Because it seems they are doing the work of the executive. Because before that was why I asked him that say before say police forbid me and I soldier forbid me call parliament. Now it's for the approval from the executive because they can't work without the consent of the executive. But no edge they say yes I no person watch it. What they make an say?
I don't know.
It is soldier for no more pen yes I dey na say.
Master, and I make say
because Dominic Niti mu nyina ho.
Sanity says soldier ni bora parliament house. Now that means there will be a coup.
Which means that they have taken the job of.
Do you know why? The parliament swears in the executive. That's what you say. And 8 ministers and 8 cabinets. It is a soldier ni go by the decree of his law. That is obey before complaint.
Yeah.
Me and man orders defense minister go into the parliament, and as a general can go into the parliament and then rescue them. Now what you're saying, that means that there will be a coup. So what I say, military does not intervene in a parliament house. Said you will see kind, and I say your home not military about Flagstaff house. Nay 2 presidents, certain president and said there is a coup.
It will be considered as a
good.
Yeah.
And the military is also termed as a major security in a country.
Yeah.
So and it is no obey before complaining. The man said he should enter into the parliament house. Now he enters into the parliament house to give an order there. Then you the parliament.
But I think that
in the parliament house, you don't know your rights. That what.
But what you have to also know is that the marshals were there, but yes, still there was this chaotic incident that happened in the parliament. So the military men have to intervene because Sankomo intervene.
You see, if the marshals are being delegated to do the rights of their powers, the militaries the militaries will not intervene in the parliament house.
How?
Because marshals protect the internal body.
Here, like the case where they were not able to do their work very well. So
Boss,
the
America
military have to intervene.
So you know I discussion. Boss studio, right? Na macho man be a boy rahan sisi ana. So if be a macho man eba na security man ewo gate na no.
Wa kwala eni ho.
No wa call no wa boy rahan say. Also why e be man sorry.
Sorry.
Over heading.
Me the be memma ye menka we me free me na mo ye memma.
Put me nya free. So I say marshals ne powers no has been diminished because of the parliamentarians. Oh, and it's
I feel Martin the point as if you say the opposite or trend say ye nim crofo kwa ma omo order no a omo invade ye no omo invade ye enti no ye hwehwem have now gotten the point. Yeah,
it is a security man no it mission security man or dinner gate na no put say and then say if anyone who comes we have the powers now say we've given you the powers anyone who fools in Biana just beat the person.
Yeah.
Oh, and there'll be a discipline and law in and order.
But I think the parliamentarians also they didn't do a lot so
they
because
don't regard the marshals. The marshals are the internal police that protect to them. It is a what dimension of powers. How would they operate?
Okay.
As internal security to protect you guys. So, and I can say if a military intervenes in our parliament, that means there will be a coup.
Coup no crowd yes here we.
Good. And obey before complain goes by that order.
That's how they work.
Yes, obey before complain. Into to one man go. Sorry, so you say that and that is an order for them.
Okay.
They work with orders and that their military their law governor it's called decrease. And
Decree.
Yes. And constitution.
Okay.
So I say just say constitution or protect the constitution but sorry say yes yeah also
so the reason why you are blaming the executives is because the president is the commander in chief
yes
of army.
Commander in chief and he has his defense minister, okay, and he has his general
Dominic.
CDS.
So are you blaming Dominic?
CDS. Why would you allow military to intervene the 8th parliament?
Okay. So I think you should.
He is right for a call up of investigation
into this matter.
This matter.
Okay, let me go to Nana Yebua and let me know his take on this.
Richard, first of all, let's get some facts clear. Yeah. Your separation of powers.
Yeah.
Nobody goes beyond. Now, when it comes to parliament, right, we have marshals. They take care of internal security and then the affairs of the parliament. Now, let's take it from this way. Once there's going to be an inauguration, it means the marshals are responsible to take care of the affairs, security affairs in the parliament. You get me? Now, a day before the inauguration, and then we had information that there has been military troop at the parliament, the military and the police and other security service at the parliament. Now, my question is, we have marshals at parliament. So, what are the duties of the security service there? Is it because they have an information? Is it because they have they've gathered some informations that is why they were sent there? Now let's get this clear. When like my brother said, immediately the security troops into the parliament, the military troops into the parliament, it means that there's going to be coup d'etat. It means there's takeover. Immediately the military troops into the parliament. It tells you that it tells you that there's coup d'etat. You get me? And so at the first place we have defense minister, we have minister of interior, and they are responsible for all these security services. So first of all, the question we should ask is that who called them there
to invade?
Yes, to invade into the parliament. What is their business there? Because they are marshals. So what is their business there? if you have no business and immediately the military goes into the parliament, there's going to be coup. Then do they have an intention of getting the military there and the police? Or what? I mean, it calls for a thorough investigation. It calls for a thorough investigation about this whole thing. But you see, this is where it comes that I want to get to this extent that the sitting government, the New Patriotic Party, is abusing powers. Yes, this is where it gets to the place that they are abusing powers. Because if this security service has no business going to parliament, if these security services has no business going to parliament, then why then do you get the people there? What do you want the people to go and then do there? You get me? And see, for say you want marshals, and then you just call other security services, say they should come and then I don't know, to be a standby security team, or to be what? That immediately, yes, we condemn the fact that what happened at Parliament, I mean, was uncalled for. Very, very bad. Not for NPP, not for NDC. I mean, very, very, very bad. You get me? And see, if there's a case like this, and then you call other security services, it means you sitting back and you have an intention of what you want to do, or you have a motive for bringing them in there, which to me, I mean, it is very, 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 very bad. Very, very, very bad for the nation. Say your legislation, your executive need judiciary. I mean, everybody works accordingly with the separation of powers. Now, at the end of the day, you see other people, I mean, going beyond to invade parliament with no business, because there's misunderstanding there. Whilst there are marshals, that
I think they were there to ensure calmness.
So then
the question is, marshals, where were they?
That is another question.
Where were they? Because it is their duty to make sure that there's law, peace, and order.
Then let's go back. Let's go back to ask that. So who takes care of the marshals?
Who give them order?
Yes. Who gives them order to act upon? So that if I know that I am to sit here by 10 p.m. and I am not seated here, I know that I am acted upon my orders. Now I am not here. So who gave me the right to go out from this place? So what happened means that the marshals were not doing their work. In fact, they weren't present. So where were they? Who gave them the order?
It seems France want to interfere.
What he's saying, I don't agree with him.
How?
Marshals always stays.
They are always there. Always. Whenever there's a sitting, they are always present.
So if they are always
So
present,
the point.
then where were they?
When he was talking earlier, he said the Akufo-Addo government is abusing powers, which is not right.
But they are the executive.
Exactly.
No, if you are an executive and the very good function of executive is to check the day-to-day activities that goes on
in the country.
Yes, within the country. What Matthias said. But he has appointed cabinets and defense minister and then interior minister. These two security people are part.
Where
of
are
the
they
state
from?
Let's say
that
this
is why we want
ministries.
to.
where they are part of the state council. These two security, they advise us on the security terms in the state. So what I say, where are they coming from? The marshals are within the.
So they are responsible for our protection.
Yes.
So
the
now
marshals are within the interior minister. It is the interior minister.
So you are trying to tell me that before they can act, it has to come from the interior.
No, they have given them orders in the parliament. Say if anything that is chaos going on within the parliament, the marshal must step in.
So fine.
But
So that time where were they?
Yes, where were they?
They were around.
So
That's
why couldn't they act?
That's why I was saying that the powers of the marshals have been what diminished.
How?
By who?
Who? By who?
Until I'm a child, say you want to say na security man or
So if the powers
na ma to man bia bora han se si anu amusa se one na e be ma han o sorry a
me dia me ma yimi film medical kadada
security man no ankasa kra na ya chichere na to ya bupon
so
this means the parliamentarians themselves now marshals na protecting women they have diminished the powers of marshals. And how would they act on your point?
That is why I am saying that if the marshals are not working,
no, how would they act?
So that was the very reason why the military intervened.
Because they were not working.
So I don't
because
think
they were not working.
I'm coming. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Okay, me too.
Sa marshals na work on myself. Say nkomo yo modwuma yi a wo ho bi a o ye na dwuma ye na dida say ko ba say security bi wo efie bi mte na wo site example yi wo de emfa say Ghana ha yi na ya bambofo na hra ma obi de bomb be wura ha why na be blame no.
Let's take this the security
why
guy
na be blame no. Good. Enti wo mo no we have to give the blame to them.
Where were they? And why couldn't they act immediately when there was the chaos?
Wow.
And they stand aloof.
Yes.
Why would they blame the marshals?
Francis.
Because you are saying it's their duty to make sure that law and order are being maintained in the parliament.
If they are there, now your mom the powers, okay, to operate on their
Stress we benya opening here for that mama once you na.
So, what my brother is saying,
look, Francis, I am also
the parliament have their own powers, and then the executive have their own powers,
yeah,
and then the judiciary have their own powers.
Because
so if you don't do your work well, it is then that
when he was speaking, I'm coming. When he was speaking, he made mention of this separation of powers.
Yes.
But you also have check and balances.
Exactly.
That is it.
You see,
and the parliament need to check the executive, and the executive need to check the other section.
All way around. You understand? So if the marshals refuse to do their work, then the military can intervene. We don't know yet. That's what this man is calling for immediate investigation.
And I'm asking you by who?
Things you need to know, and you need to understand why the marshals were not working.
So accept the fact. Accept what I was saying. Accept what I was saying.
As our youth leader.
It's okay. MSM common I the parents in the moment. Mumra strong. Yama mara for an cassa. Yes, you best me actually young. It's 1 year pain to say we black here for the most and send me say no or more a bit me a yano. Yeah, bread say a yar son as Antino. Be traveling by me bar. Sans and 7 year homes. Kobe almost a few more Citizen Watch Alliance, a 20 year can say Siwa, Manquana Talio, no, and the Dasa, you can also add, say, Kebayanka, and Rasoja for also a apology to Ghanaians, and also Yanama, and no Dean Comonia has said you are also Adrian Channel, a Fasema, AC, and be coming Tiawa Abba, Yaba, Sound Commodity, a bit to us, we saw some Citizen Watch Alliance in Trinity Siwa almost just Parliament should apologize to Ghanaians concerning incidents now you see ewo emreshe video no ma fa for any etie for nje ba ko bi fam na afi yentoa enkomo no enso we every Julius Ata Oko ayi was a great show guys and watching you live from Pennsylvania in the abrofon ko you go no much the we enfa no we enso every Ike Mpra ono so kyerɛ sɛ ɔno so ɛhwɛ every jolu yɛn so yɛda so pɛɛ yɛ sɛ wo so wohwɛ dwumadi wohwɛ mpa de anka abranteɛ na nka hwɛ a ɛm sɛ waka no kuro nanso no obi nim ayi ɛkyena sɛ nti deɛ yɛmfa ɛno ɛnkonkon ɛho ansa ɛma ɔwerɛ mfi sɛ wobɛkɔ Facebook ɛdin no ɛyɛ Premium TV Ghana afei YouTube so saa ɛnso ɛna ɛteɛ like na afei sɛdeɛ nkɔfoɔ dɔm adwenkyerɛ ɛba no a wo nso fo adwenkyerɛ bra na afei yɛtumi bɛde ɛma no so bɛka saa dwumadi mu ma ɔwerɛ mfi sɛ wobɛhyɛ no afoforɔ so ɛtumi ɛnya a feel of this program as well. YouTube nso ɛyɛ say we are streaming live over there. Yɛde aka ne nti yɛka ne sɛ yɛtwa ho fɛdɛfɛdɛ ɛnso ɛwɔ ɛhɔ nom. Eti before sɛ ne yɛbɛkɔ no na nkɔmɔ na twetwe no ɛtumi ayɛ dɛ. Monhwɛ sɛ wobɛnya owura amankwa Nathaniel ama me na afei yɛtumi no ɛdi saa asɛm yi ɛho ɛnso ɛnkɔmɔ. Na ma menkɔ back to Francis so na wo ka sɛ these people na adwuma no mo yɛ no command me dey ma on be sa command no ehemfa ene fi.
That's what I'm saying. Say, if a military intervenes in the parliament, okay, that is obeyed before the complaint order go in. The command can come from the defense minister or the general. What you say, wherever it is coming from, and the military intervene in our parliament, that means say, what I know is say, if a military intervenes in the parliament house, that means there will be a coup. So that means there will be a coup. But this is the case, a command came from somewhere and they all entered. Why? Why are they coming in? Just to settle a case or just to bring down a situation in parliament while there is martial? While there is martial? You see, there are some certain things we should understand ourselves. The military intervening is an order which they intervened. The military intervening is an order which they intervened. Now, the marshals are also police which are from the interior minister. What I say, or the ministerial section of the interior. Look, let me tell you something. The Parliament House, if there is chaos and if there is a problem in Parliament House, the marshal have the right to stop that chaos, and they have the right to bring calmness and order in the Parliament House, my brother. So in that case, if the marshals have not been delegated their powers, how would they work? Oh, security man or one of me, I send a protocol, and I send it in number 2 man, the banos and 1 a bema or sorry, you know, man. See, you have because the security man, the security man, and Cassania, I send it in. So I say, and in that case, you know, the powers of marshals must be retained to them so that they can order and order well in the parliament. And can no man that cause no marshals no honoma. So they can ombet me ama mutaka atnase, ombet me ama Carlos AHENKORA.
Based on what you were saying, you were trying to tell me say they were not present at that time.
They were present, but the others were not there. So I said the marshals no as a black coat.
I know.
They were there. The others were not there. The others were not there. So I say, in that case, you know, parliament, you know, your speaker, you elected, not your deputy, so honor. So I say, your deputy swabber, Joe Wise, swabber, and Joe Wise need to order the clerk, the parliament clerk, to order marshals to order them to sit. So I say, and to be an idea or the Juma. Because deputy parliament, you know, speaker of parliament, you know, he orders things if the speaker is not around. It's just a bibiako basadia, not just a penifon and if my marshals are there, now they have not been ordered. How can they operate in their powers? So I say. So
10 seconds, them start.
Richard, wait, quick, yeah, connect them. Or making mention of Deputy Speaker, Joe Wise, said obey order on the clerk, no order to
whilst
marshals.
we are still in the 7th Parliament, right?
That
Yes,
that is
in
what
a-
he's talking
in
about
a-
on the
in a-
seventh
in a
parliament.
seventh parliament.
Now let me ask you
And
this.
me and
Let me
Kwame
ask.
try.
Let me ask you this
Okay.
question. Joe Wise or a party name.
At him.
Joe Wise or a party name.
Or your MPP name.
Straight.
But or your deputy.
So hold on.
Or your
So you
second
accept the
deputy.
fact that NPP are misusing powers. They are abusing
No.
powers. Hold on,
How
hold
they-
on,
how
hold
they
on.
abusing powers?
If you know that, if
How
you
are
hold
they
on,
abusing
if you know
powers?
that marshals are responsible for the internal security,
Uh-huh.
and then you let's not forget that interior minister, defense minister, they are all NPP. Let's not forget this. But they are serving on the ticket of the nation. Now, if you know that marshals,
No, on the ticket of the party, but they are serving the nation.
they are serving the nation.
Yeah.
But you know, who say marshals now? Now, as a deputy speaker, that as there's misunderstanding. You said it right. Say I was say order. He didn't do it. The marshals were there. They never worked. So it tells you that there was a plan to reject marshals and then bring in.
No.
Come on, what are you talking about?
I still.
Yes, that's
why
what
you
I'm
saying.
saying. That is where I'm coming.
How do you defend your
Yes,
your
Okay,
argument?
so if you know that marshals are responsible and you are responsible in commanding them, meti ha minim say me pese wokofa adiwe eno adwuma na we na meti ha and then me ka kire wo say o ya de enyu e wo say wokofa still I won't kofa ye na me hwe na me mo obi mo fi akire ekofa e tese me wotiri mu pose me pese we na ekofa enti na wo ko na me ma won kofa what you say.
And all consider
Yes, that is what I'm telling you, that it is a plan right from interior and defense and some
as I'm walking, some people also say this thing was a plan
because a day before
I'm
and a security bar.
Why would the NDC go and sit at the majority site in the first place?
It was also.
I didn't think there was almost a white no moody say majority.
Holding majority.
Meanwhile, you declare
It was also a
Yeah,
plan.
then Yensu
is it part of the plan?
It was also a plan.
Did you see
It's
part of it, right?
Planning now all can. Yeah, Baba Tuaba is Speaker of Parliament. What you say?
Ubenya amankwana tani la mama na metimi na atwetwe nkomofa saa asebim se de omo so omwadwe nkyere omofa saa asebim bisle wa na se ubenya no ama me pacha to asoma.
Good. We need external security. Yeah, but Tuaba Parliament, Speaker of Parliament. Buying in the why?
It shouldn't be internal security.
So why would they invade?
No. The external security should govern around and also should protect around the Parliament House.
That is
just
right.
in case.
So their powers are not extend into the Parliament.
No. Anything you can say, if a military officer and I say if the military intervene in the Parliament House, that means there will be a coup.
It is considered as a coup.
Fine. Whether
There
considered
wouldn't be
or there will
considered, like you said.
So what I say. And you want marshals no so there almost the Parliament one moon. Almost one moon. State security or Parliament security. I'm protecting all the parliamentarians and even the Speaker of Parliament.
Whenever there is a sitting.
Sanity and whenever there is a sitting. Deputy Joe Wise, give an order to clerk. Not clerk. I give you order to them. Say, marshals control the house.
So Richard, here comes my question that I didn't think that Joe Wise and Odaomo whilst they were present.
And that is the more reason why these people are calling for immediate investigation. Because
Yes.
we don't know
Joe Wise
yet.
Say
We
Joe
understand,
Wise.
we don't know for sure.
Say Joe Wise be order omo. Say Joe Wise and order omo. Where was Joe Wise? Who share video ni na mu Joe Wise?
The marshals know, so where were they?
And I was a Joe Wise here present. I was a Joe Wise. I was a Joe Wise. I was a
Joe Wise who
president.
was appointed as nominated as a Speaker of Parliament.
So aside
Within the
Joe Wise,
seventh parliament.
Yes.
aside Joe Wise, there wasn't anybody.
And what's our Parliament?
Aside Joe Wise, there wasn't anybody to take control.
Joe Wise, not from an MP and any deputy. Now there was another one.
Yeah.
Oh, any deputy.
Yeah.
But now the secret rumor, yeah, nominated one. What I say in a vetting position. And he said, a hon my beja dear. I had to say a wedge out my oh.
No, let's not say I am beja.
I had to say wako baby for uko krum wedge out ma ewo now but penny the best 7 years. Now Kitwano ABA 5 and 4. Oh, Obeba now demunina massacre. So what I say. Obeba now omunina a demon munina massacre like or make the one more gross. Eddie, who will you blame? Will you blame the Penimono? And I saw you blame.
I kept a few minutes to 10 days, maybe 5 minutes, also 5 minutes.
In that case, you know, boss, in that case, you know, and Penifona and Bema orders, they were not there.
2.5 minutes.
Okay, and Penifona and they were not there. So what I said, they were even nominated in a secret room. I ever to almost swabba.
Yeah.
So what I say, and Kranu Mona, Ejo many. And you can see John Jenaport telling someone, say, and as a warning someone, say, you will lose your job. And that person warning somebody, say, you will lose your job. Or no, higher, sinner or no. So what I say. And he said, oh, we're losing a job there. Why don't I say,
they know, say, they are going to take the majority side. So if someone,
everything was planned. Everything was planned. So what I say. Majority sits at right. And then minority sit at left.
But here
at the hand of the speaker.
Where not?
So I declare Banokrano. That's
the reason why Esla was saying that you're so
sorry. Akanda. I say Akando so. So I say, but Nigina no Otna or Motna I say. Only me patch. So in this case, you know, the chief whips. Any majority leaders were also there who can also tell the clerk, which the clerk was also around obey me order.
So who is to blame for now? We
need to blame all the parliamentarians in the house.
No,
because they did not comport themselves as parliamentarians. Yes, and the military will take it, let's intervene, and then there will be a calmness in the parliament house.
So,
Richard, as I work on, baby, many so I say, I will say a believe in parliament, parliamentarians. I believe for a fact that yes, I mean they misbehaved over there, which is very, very bad. I mean the whole country needs to come and then abolish such an act because you are the lawmakers, and so if you put up such behaviors in parliament that almost the whole world is watching you, it is very bad. But let's not forget that we are the eye of Africa when it comes to we are the eye of parliament when it comes to election. That is it. And I'm person just say we are the eye of Africa when it comes to election.
Yeah, and even the democracy as well.
What I say. So to put out such an act,
we have lost that dignity.
Yes.
How?
Which is very
no,
bad.
You said Ghana, they are banned democracy.
We are
number one.
Yes.
It have then a faithful fian Twitter. You speak and
Obi put ballot box. Obi.
It's you lose that credibility as
yes.
Ghana you leading democracy.
And
that
then some.
Democracy.
What are you talking
parliament, you know? Your parliament,
what are you talking about?
So I say,
and it is the parliament that amends the law for the democracy to proceed. And
They are the leaders.
Yes, if
so
they are acting this way, then what are you telling us?
And that is why I'm saying is that we need to blame all the parliamentarians.
But here like the case where when an NPP person is speaking, he will defend his people.
Yes, his
when
people.
the NDC person is also speaking, he
So
will defend.
so
his
Ghanaians,
So
we
need
must
to blame
come
all
out
of
and
them.
tell them that look, what you people did there was wrong.
What they are
But
saying.
from the media, we know say what they did was wrong.
Exactly.
But
They
you
have-
see, when you read the constitution of Ghana, they have their own standing orders. They can do anything
Yeah.
within the parliament house. What am I saying? And there is nothing that the constitution can go by. With their standing orders, you could see say this thing Brad they did, will be a plan thing. within the
I don't
standing
think so.
orders.
I don't know.
Yes.
As you guys are saying.
Yes, it could be a planting.
That's the reason why until Apaneka said they should call for immediate investigation into this because
That is it.
everyone tries to maintain
It could be a
But
planting.
why would NDC in the first place
Go and sit at the majority side.
Whilst you are not a majority.
when they were coming, they were in white,
In
all
white.
white. Claiming said they have won already.
That is it.
Let's not forget that.
So
I
I
don't
can
think
say,
maybe
in that case,
It's Babylon winning and Okrano wouldn't be a surprise thing
you know
because
No,
they know say
exactly
No,
they knew.
the
But
counting the crown on man counting.
but let's not
You see,
let's not
Mr.
forget on this note that this whole thing started from the Asing North what do we call it, MP that had an injunction and still came to Parliament to vote.
Kona ko tun yem why
No, we boarded that.
I come on wine
Yeah, the injunction too. Asing North MP no say on to me nye mam, on to me nye machine.
this for the MP for so montias
Yes, and he came to vote.
MPP right
His vote was counted. You get me. Meanwhile, there was
so that was the more reason why India Carlos Square is adding
you also feel say baby on the fact that
why would it be say the
injunction and an injunction also about Parliament clerk or
Yakopo ya match na ye beto as ebre no enya aye ebre enti ha na mre ma kwan ma tese media de brem no ye bu ni nyina ko mu say epon midin wode hye ba Richard Ata boy Francis Ejay and afi na ye bo a AKA cross ebe ka mi sa emene itimi de PCPC mu no ebre mu na e ma refu be ko Facebook na wako like page Facebook YouTube so make sure say we subscribe na afi wa follow na bibia enso etima e kama na e kama enso on masada kese enko production team na hefo ne team head media so asada kese enko akwasi kisi Hollywood Mr Kingsley na afi ma me e chan bisa papa na wa bodwuma yi pa mas bibia enso etim aye kama cameraman so eja ni din na msa ask him kada man the man in yellow so asada kese be kwa aja menye hu din no ntino mestre se ode ebe chemiti ha ni din Joseph so asada kese enkoma ene arabezo munyina mo boai emadwumadi enso etimi eba so nakoba ya do ma echina ye besan ehia ewudwumadi so bidi biem ode se ba Richard